Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. Today is going to be another episode of Zombie Apocalypse Survival Tips, but before we get to that, I decided I wanted to quickly do a pseudo video blog for all of you. I've been telling you for a while that I'm going to start doing videos on a regular basis. Well, I am now going to start. From this point on, every Friday is going to be another episode of Zombie Apocalypse Survival Tips. Every Monday, we're going to do another episode of Moviegoer's Film Review, and every Wednesday, we're going to do my video blog. On top of that, I'm also putting together a Facebook fan page for Filming on the Fly, which is essentially what this YouTube channel is actually called. I know it says my name, but that's not the official name of the YouTube channel. It is Filming on the Fly, and I'm hoping to eventually start turning this into a full-blown production company to start making independent films. On that note, we are currently working on the next film project. Granted, we are right now in the middle of planning, so it's not in the actual filming stage yet, and I'm actually getting ready to do casting. The film is going to be called The Unseen. It's an independent horror film, and I'm not really going to give away too much for you yet. I want to keep it a little bit of a surprise for when we put the trailer online. The first thing we're doing is working on a fake film trailer, and that's going to go on YouTube when we're done, and then eventually it's going to go on to Indiegogo so that we can try to build up funds to make that project a reality. So, please start spreading the word now! Let people know! Okay, I'm coming back to center. Breathe. Alright. Today, like I said, is going to be another episode of Zombie Apocalypse Survival Tips, so I guess without further ado, on with the show. Bring it! Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to the Zombie Apocalypse Survival Tips. This is the show where we go over the various tips, tricks, and techniques that you can use to survive longer during a zombie outbreak. Today's episode, we're going to start talking about how not everybody has the supplies they already need at their starting location. And don't fret, there are things you can do here. When you go out and you need to start actually getting the supplies that you did not have available to you, like you might not necessarily have containers for water, you might not necessarily have the food you need, so on and so forth. There are things you can do here. The key to this is get creative. Go to places that no one else would think to go to. To give you an idea, if you need food, don't just go straight to a grocery store. Everyone else is doing that exact same thing. The problem that is created here is that when everybody else is all trying to go to the same place to get the same stuff, now they're starting to fight each other for it. And yes, people will start actually killing each other to get these supplies that they need, so try not to get yourself in the same mix. Another problem that is created by you going to the exact same place where everyone else is going is that now you're in a heavily populated area, which means if there is a sign of infection, that infection is going to spread rapidly because there's already people there to spread to. During the initial chaos, one of the best things to do is go to places that are getting abandoned real quick. Go to the areas that are becoming abandoned and get what you need and get out. If you need things like water, one of the best things to do, this is going to sound weird, but go to either a pharmacy or to a hardware store, because a lot of those places will have a cooler right near the door with water and stuff in it, so you can go in, grab that, and get right back out. The thing you want to avoid is going into a crowded area and going straight to the back wall, meaning you have to fight through people, fight around people, and deal with other people, because any one of them could be potentially infected and might be ready to turn on you at any second. So the thing is, the key to this part is go to places that would have what you're looking for near the front door. Also, when it comes to food, you don't necessarily have to go to stores. This is a problem with modern society. We have grown too reliant on grocery stores that we don't realize a lot of the foods we're eating in grocery stores are foods that you find out in the world, out in nature. Meats, go hunting. Fruits and vegetables, go foraging. This stuff is easily accessible out in nature. Don't hesitate to take advantage of the bounty nature gives you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, to recap, this was basically about if you do not have all the supplies you need and you're looking for supplies when you go on the run, go to areas that are easily accessible and will not be heavily populated. Try your best to avoid other people because in the initial chaos, people are not exactly going to be your friend. Also remember, nature. You can find a lot of these supplies and a lot of things you will need in nature. Go out to the woods, go out to the forest, and go foraging. That's what nature does for you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for today's episode, and as usual, I am your host, Shuler, and this has been another episode of Zombie Apocalypse Survival Tips. Always remember, have a goal, have a plan, and have a way out in case things go wrong. I'll see you later.